Here, nomenclature of alcohols, in which we have seen three systems. One is tribal system or common system. Second one is carbinol system, and the last one is IUPAC system. So in these three systems, alcohols are named. We have already seen the rules for naming these compounds under these categories. Now today we will see the structure and name in common carbinol system and IUPAC system simultaneously. So the first compound is CH3OH. In common system, the name is methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol. In carbinol, it is known as carbinol. In IUPAC system, it will be methanol. Methanol. The second compound is C2H5OH. Ethyl alcohol. In common system, ethyl alcohol. In carbinol, it is called as methyl carbinol. And in IUPAC, it is called as ethanol. Ethanol. Then comes the next one, CH3, CH2, CH2OH, and propyl alcohol. In carbinol system, it will be called as ethyl carbinol. Carbinol. And in IUPAC, it is propane 1-ol. Then the next compound is CH3, CHOH, CH3. This group is isopropyl group. So it is isopropyl alcohol. In IUPAC system, it will be propane 2-ol. 1, 2, 3. OH is on the second carbon, so propane 2-ol. While deciding in carbinol system, this will be our carbinol system. So it is methyl. So it is dimethyl carbinol. Dimethyl carbinol. Similarly, we can name other compounds CH2, CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH3. It is secondary butyl alcohol. Secondary butyl alcohol. In carbinol system, it will be ethyl, methyl carbinol. Carbinol. While in IUPAC system, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon containing butane. 1, 2. OH is present on second carbon, so 2-ol. Butane 2-ol. On the other hand, CH3, CH3, CHOH, CH3. CH3, CH, CH, CH3, CH3. Now, in this the compound will be named as iso in IUPAC system. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is longest chain is containing 4 carbon, butane, OH is on the second, so 2 all, and methyl is on the third position. So it is 3 methyl butane 2 all is the name of this compound in IUPAC. While in this compound, carbonyl system, it will be methyl isopropyl, methyl isopropyl alcohol, sorry, carbonyl, CH3, CH, CH2, OH. It is isobutyl alcohol, isobutyl alcohol. Now in carbonyl, here it is carbonyl system. What is left out is isopropyl. So it is isopropyl alcohol. Sorry, carbonyl, isopropyl carbonyl. In IUPAC system, it will be 2 methyl propane 1 all. So in this way, these compounds are named. See another example: CH3 single bond C, CH3 single bond CH3, single bond CHOH, single bond CH2, CH3. In IUPAC system, it will be named as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is pentane 1, 2, 3, 3 all, pentane 3 all. Methyl groups 1, 2 are there, so it is they are present on second position. So 2 dimethyl pentane 3 all is the IUPAC name of this compound. So in this way, these compounds are named. Now we will go for the next part, that is general methods of preparations. Methods of preparation. Methods of preparation. Methods of preparation. In 12th class, already we have seen different methods of preparation. That includes number 1, that is alkaline hydrolysis of alkyl halides, RX. Alkyl halides, when they are hydrolyzed with KOH or NaOH, they undergoes hydrolysis and therefore they will form ROH plus there is formation of KX. Alkyl halides gives alcohol. Now we will not go into much more details, but we will see the example as CH3 Cl methyl chloride plus KOH in aqueous medium it will give CH3OH plus there is formation of KCl. So main product is our methyl alcohol. So it is obtained by alkaline hydrolysis of methyl chloride. Now this method, it will proceed through substitution reaction in which nucleophile is attacking species nucleophile. So we can say that it is a nucleophilic substitution reaction, and it will undergo either through the SN1 mechanism or SN2 mechanism depending upon the nature of alkyl group. If alkyl group is smaller, then it will go through SN2 mechanism, while when alkyl group is bulky one like tertiary butyl group, then it will undergo reaction through SN1 mechanism. Now using this method we can prepare primary alcohol, secondary alcohol as well as tertiary alcohol. All type of alcohols, monohydrate alcohols can be prepared. Primary, secondary and tertiary, they can be prepared by this method. Now in place of potassium we can have other metals like sodium or silver oxide also, in moist silver oxide. The necessary condition which is to be kept in mind is that the reaction should be carried out in aqueous medium. Otherwise, in alcohol as in solvent, when KOH is used with alcohol as a solvent, then it will not give alcohol. It will form here alkenes. That is, dehydrohalogenation will take place. Therefore, there is a must condition, that is aqueous medium. So that is to be kept in mind. Then we will go for next method. Next method is the reduction of aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes and ketones. Now you are knowing that reduction is nothing but it is the process where hydrogen atoms are added or oxygen atoms are removed or both are taking place simultaneously. So, both are taking place simultaneously. In terms of electronic concept, addition of electron is called as reduction. So these are the reduction. Now for reduction of aldehydes and ketones, we can use different reducing agents, and depending upon that they will be converted into corresponding alcohols. RCHO is the aldehyde, general formula of aldehyde RCHO. When it is reduced, then it is forming here RCH2OH, that is alcohol. R C double bond O single bond H, it is the splitted formula of here aldehyde. We can show that there are two hydrogen atoms will be required and one is going to oxygen, second is going to carbon, and carbon oxygen double bond is converted into single bond. So there is formation of RCH HOH, that is alcohol. On the other hand, RCR double bond O, when it is reduced, then one hydrogen will go to oxygen, second will go to carbon, carbon oxygen double bond is converted into single bond. So it will give R, C, single bond R, single bond H, single bond OH. So in this way, it is undergoing reduction. Now you can see here, in case of ketone, R and R, they are containing whatever may be hydrogen atoms. They are remaining as it is in the product. But here carbon, oxygen, they were hydrogen less. But in our alcohol, they are having one hydrogen, and here is the second hydrogen. That is extra as compared to our ketone. That is, addition of hydrogen is taking place. That is why it is a reduction process. Now there are different types of reducing agent used, like here sodium amalgam and water. It is a reducing agent. We can have zinc amalgam and HCl. Then we can also have the solid phase catalyst like nickel or platinum. When hydrogen gas is passed through nickel or platinum, then it is also acting as a reducing agent. So nickel or platinum, metal reduction can be done using. We can also use hydrides, metal hydrides, for the reduction of metal hydrides, for the reduction of aldehydes and ketones. Now, so far as reaction is concerned, sodium amalgam and water, we will write one particular example like acetaldehyde. When it is reduced with sodium amalgam and water, then by the reaction of sodium amalgam and water, the reaction between sodium and water, it will give here nascent hydrogen atom. So that can be converting, used as for the reduction. One hydrogen goes to carbon, another goes to oxygen, and it will be converted into CH3, CH2, OH. That is, primary alcohol is formed. While ketones, like here acetone, when it is reduced, then it will form secondary alcohol. CH3, single bonds CH, OH, and here CH3. Isopropyl alcohol. It is a secondary alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. That is secondary alcohol. So this method is having, reduction method is having one drawback. The drawback is that we can not prepare directly tertiary alcohols, because aldehydes they are giving primary alcohols, ketones they are giving here secondary alcohol. So tertiary alcohol is not prepared by this method. So it is the drawback of this method. But using other methods we can prepare tertiary alcohols. Now we will focus on our reduction by metal hydride, especially using sodium borohydride or lithium aluminum hydride. Now lithium aluminum hydride. Now Here 4 hydrogens are attached to aluminum having AlH4 negative and lithium positive ion. Lithium positive ion. These two are there present as a salt. It can be used as a reducing agent. This one will involve transfer of hydride. Second point is that lithium aluminum hydride, it is highly reactive. Highly reactive. Therefore, it will reduce aldehydes, ketones, amides, acids, acid chlorides. So all will be reduced by lithium aluminum hydride. Since here lithium aluminum hydride is highly reactive. Esters it is left there, which is also ester is also reduced by lithium aluminum hydride. Since it is highly reactive, it is inflammable. It will react with moisture also. Therefore, inflammable. Therefore, and will react with atmospheric moisture also. Therefore, the reaction is to be carried out in presence of dry ether that is free from water and moisture. So that condition is to be maintained. That is, the reaction is to be carried out in presence of ether as a solvent. The second reducing agent we have seen just now is sodium borohydride. It is also having similar structure to lithium aluminum hydride, but it is less reactive. It will not react with moisture. So the advantage of using sodium borohydride is that we have not to use ether as a solvent. We can carry out the reaction in water as a medium also. In aqueous medium also we can carry out the reaction. So that is the advantage. But the disadvantage is that sodium borohydride is less reactive. Therefore, it will reduce aldehydes and ketones. It will not reduce ester, amide, acid chloride, etc. So when we have to reduce sodium aldehyde and ketones, we can have the option of using sodium borohydride. But we want to reduce ester, amides, etc. Then we have to go for lithium aluminum hydride. The operational points will be similar, means mechanism will be somewhat similar in both the cases when we are using sodium borohydride as well as lithium aluminum hydride. So I write here using first lithium aluminum hydride. So aldehyde, we are using here aldehyde RCHO. It is reduced with lithium aluminum hydride. In presence of ether. It may be diethyl ether or cyclic ether, whatever it may be, ethyl ether, dimethyl ether, whatever may be, but it is compulsory here because lithium aluminum hydride is highly reactive and inflammable reaction will occur with moisture. So we have to use ether. So the reaction will take place. I split this RCHO into RC double bond O single bond H. Now lithium aluminum hydride, it will give hydride. Hydride is nothing but it is H minus. So H minus, it will attack on carbonyl carbon, and and aluminum will attach to oxygen, so that carbon oxygen double bond is converted into single bond. So I write here R C single bond O Al H3. One hydride is transferred to carbon, so it is AlH3. Now it will be negative, and therefore it will be attached to, it will form a ionic bond with lithium ion. So here H single bond, here H. This hydrogen, it is coming from hydride. It is coming from lithium aluminum hydride. Then the second molecule, still it is having three hydrogens, three hydrogen atoms, three hydrides. Therefore, it can react with second molecule of aldehyde. So second hydride here from H3, it will be going to carbon, and this aluminum is getting attached to oxygen. So it was our first R C single bond H single bond H single bond O. That was our first. Now Al, it is getting attached to another oxygen, that is the second oxygen, second molecule. And here C single bond R single bond H single bond H. And here now two hydrides are present, two hydrides remaining now. So it is having negative, it is attached with here lithium positive ion as an ionic bond. So here it is. Now these are called as aluminum complexes or complexes. Then it will react with the third molecule of aldehyde, and again there is formation. So I now split. It is the first group, it is similar, it is also similar. So these two are similar groups. So I will club together. So R C H2 H2 O, that is O, single bond Al. It is two times, isn't it? It is two times. It is first, it is second. So it is two times. R CH2 O bracket second, two times. Here aluminum. What is left out here? Out of two hydride, one will be used. So what is left out here? H. Now the next aldehyde molecule is getting attached there. So here Al O single bond, here C single bond H and H. In all we can write here R CH2 O two times, and here it is the third time. It is third time. So now we can also write in short as R CH2 O three times Al H negative and Li positive. Now still one hydride is present there. See here R, here one hydride is still present with the aluminum. So the next molecule of aldehyde, that is the fourth molecule of aldehyde, it will come into to the play, and it will react with this complex. So it will form R CH2O three times. 2 and 1 3, 2 and 1 3. So I have written by clubbing together. Now Al, hydride is transferred now. So it is Al. So it is Al negative, lithium positive. Now the fourth aldehyde, that is this fourth aldehyde, it is getting attached. So it is C single bond R single bond H single bond H. It is the aldehyde part. And this one is hydride coming from aluminum. So in short, we can write here R CH2O 4 times Al negative, Li positive. Now, next step is hydrolysis. Hydrolysis in presence of an acid. Hydrolysis in presence of an acid. So it will form RCH2O. It is there. It will combine with one H, so it will become, the proton will be taken from here in the hydrolysis process, and RCH2OH. So there is formation of alcohol. Here these are 4 in number. These groups are 4 in number. Therefore, it will require 4 water molecules, and so it will form 4 molecules of alcohol. 4 alcohol molecules will be formed. What is left out now? Al. Al. Al, it will be attached with 3 OH groups. Aluminum hydroxide. One lithium is there, which is getting attached to OH. So now, see here. One OH, second OH, third OH, fourth OH. 4 OH groups. And in this alcohol molecule, we have used 4 hydrogens, protons. So it makes 4 water molecules. So we can say that it requires 4 water molecules for hydrolysis. In presence of an acid, it is converted into alcohol. By selecting suitable alkyl group, we can prepare desired alcohols. Like here, when we will use here CH3 group in our aldehyde, then it will be giving us ethyl alcohol. When we are using here H as hydrogen, then it will be HCHO. So you will be getting here H will be in place of R. So it is CH3OH. So it is giving here methyl alcohol. So using this method, we can prepare alcohols by reduction of aldehyde. Similarly, ketones can be reduced to get secondary alcohols. So in our next lecture, we will see particular examples of aldehydes to get different alcohols, and then we will go for ketones reduction into secondary alcohols by lithium aluminum hydride. अब आपको कोई डिफिकल्टी है इसमें से, कोई पूछना है तो आप उसके ऊपर